Alright everyone, hopefully you're still with us. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It just gave me a network error message and kicked me off. First time that's ever happened on a stream for me. As I picked the wrong fucking burst. No idea what happened there. Apparently there's internet outages all over Texas because my connection temporarily went out as well. Brandy blaming the lack of pants. That could be it. Before we get to this next contest, though, I guess I'll just discuss it during the entrances. As I mentioned earlier, the Kool-Aid Man made his debut a couple of weeks ago, interfering in Aladdin's match against AJ Styles. I've got to change the referee here. Burt Reynolds, of course, the referee for all our women's matches. Anyway, in an interview earlier today, the Kool-Aid Man admitted that he perpetrated the attack on AJ Styles back in April, which concussed AJ and cost him his chance to qualify for the COVID Classic tournament. Earlier today, when asked why, the Kool-Aid Man revealed that the Gainesville, Georgia area where AJ Styles grew up in the 1990s was, and I quote, Flavor Aid country. Although Kool-Aid products sold like hotcakes in the rest of the country, Gainesville was so devoted to their rival Flavor Aid that the local Kool-Aid factory had no choice but to shut down, costing the Kool-Aid Corporation hundreds of thousands of dollars, preventing the Kool-Aid Man from taking his family on vacation, and ultimately forcing the Kool-Aid Company to discontinue the Purple Source Rex flavor, which was personally my favorite. The Kool-Aid Man even had to personally put down the Purple Source Rex mascot with a shotgun blast to the head behind his tool shed. He's held a grudge against the people of Gainesville ever since, and has decided to focus his anger on Gainesville's most famous native, the phenomenal AJ Styles. So as a result of this rivalry, the Kool-Aid Man and AJ Styles will be going one-on-one next week here on Mattitude. Shocking developments here. Thank you, Zane, for being here. Perhaps the only fan of Harley Quinn here in our audience. Everybody else seems to hate her for whatever reason. Harley has shockingly not won a single match since becoming our first ever MWF Women's Champion at Mat Mania back in April. She lost a non-title match to Rose. Lost the Women's Championship to Rhea Ripley at the Mayhem pay-per-view. And has lost numerous contests since then. That after eliminating 3 of the 5 other competitors in that initial championship match. Paul saying her outfit could look better. It could. This was created before Parts Craft was a thing, so now they can put custom logos on there. Since I don't have graphic design abilities, I can't fix it, but somebody else could. Sounds like Paul might be volunteering. Harley was raining down strikes on Blanche now. After Harley's lost twice to Rose Nyland, we're going to see how well Blanche does. This is Blanche's first singles contest here. Paul offering to take naughty photographs of Harley Quinn. No surprise there, Paul is notoriously horny. Paul, of course, infamous for using a green screen to hide the sex dungeon in his home during his live streams. And I just dropped my remote. Awesome. Now I can't see what's happening on the screen. It's hard to do this for me, so thankfully I will have my new commentary partner here with me next week, and everything should flow a lot more smoothly. Blanche going for a surprising amount of submissions here. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandy. I wasn't aware that it was a secret. I thought it was one of those well-known Paul facts. I thought that's why you had 2 Amazon wish lists, one for school supplies and one for sex dungeon stuff. Blanche just trying to rip off Harley Quinn's arms. Oh, series of reversals, Blanche with the backslide. Not even a 1 count there. Oh, Harley just sitting on the back of Blanche's head. Blanche with the crazy submission hold, again working the arms and the shoulder joints. Side headlock here from Blanche. Going back to that submission, she's determined to get Harley to tap out here. Once again with the backslide, but she's riding the ropes. Oh, Harley with the reversal into a cross arm breaker of her own. Blanche in the ropes this time. Oh, Blanche just choking Harley. Just continually working those submission holds. Blanche, in her old age, I guess she's been doing a lot of training since the Golden Girls went out there. Harley with the super kick and the cover. Only a 2 count there. Oh, Blanche with the airplane spin, the old classic. Just dropping Harley like a sack of potatoes. Working that side headlock again. And ringing the arm here as Burt Reynolds, our referee, looks on. Cross arm breaker by Blanche Devereaux. Thanks for joining us, Daquan. Daquan cheering for Blanche as Blanche locks on the tarantula here in the ropes. It's not a legal hold, but it will cause a lot of damage. And the double axe handle to the back of the neck of Blanche. Blanche going up top, but then remembering she is 86 years old. Harley with the flying ass to the face. Side headlock from Blanche again. Oh my God, Blanche stole Harley's finishing maneuver. Oh my God. A twisting corkscrew moonsault off the top rope. Osteoporosis be damned. Blanche is giving it her all. Harley getting the better of this striking exchange though. Locking on a figure 4. Will Blanche tap out? No. You gotta wonder if perhaps Blanche... Oh! Harley just knocked out the referee, Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds is busted wide open. And I was gonna say, you gotta wonder if Blanche has attended the same tantric sex cult that Logan is off to. Airplane spin. Harley's got to be incredibly disoriented here. Right back up. Oh, and the kick to the face. Cross arm breaker again from Blanche, and that's it. No, I thought she had submitted, but Harley made it to the ropes, apparently, according to referee Burt Reynolds. Blanche, cover here. 2 from the bloody Burt Reynolds. Harley back and another poke to the eyes. Oh, but Blanche back to the submission hold. Harley refusing to give up here. If nothing else, you got to admire her perseverance. also cheering for Blanche. He loves older women. Oh no, Harley with that shot to the gut. That could be it. She's finished opponents with that before. 2.9. Blanche somehow survives. Blanche continuing to go for submission holds, but Harley just not having it. She's escaped more times than I can count. Perhaps Blanche needs to go for another cover. Oh, trying to choke Harley out here. Too close to the ropes. Oh, what? Another backslide attempt by Blanche. 2. Only 2 that time. Blanche has been on fire here. Appropriate since she is dressed head to toe in red. I don't know, Harley wasting time posing. She needs to get on Blanche. Perhaps taking her opponent for granted. Oh my God, Blanche with the high flying maneuver. I thought that was it. Oh, Blanche with the low blow. Oh, and the seductive dance. That one's for you, Paul. I could hear her screaming. She hits it again. This is it. 2. 2.9 only. How does Harley continue to escape? Oh, and a stomp right to the genitalized region. But Blanche looking on yet another submission hold. How is Harley surviving all of these holds? She's in the ropes here. Oh, Blanche went for the spinning back fist and missed. Getting Harley up in the airplane spin again. As we've passed the 20-minute mark in this contest. Another, oh, she's choking the life out of Harley here. Oh, and that kick to the gut just drops Blanche Devereaux. But she's right back to her feet, slugging it out with Harley Quinn here in the corner. Harley saying no. The enziguri. Harley going up top. No, just punching Blanche in the face. Punching an 86-year-old woman in the face. What a bitch. Now tossing her to the outside of the ring. Harley going to wisely take this time to catch a breather. Blanche dizzy on the... Oh, things are getting real now. Blanche has a kendo stick. Oh no, Harley caught her with that finishing punch again. I think this is over. Harley Quinn finally getting a win for the first time since April 30th, I believe. Pinning Blanche Devereaux in Blanche's first ever singles contest. Paul is devastated. Paul may have to cancel his Saturday stream due to being so despondent over Blanche Devereaux losing this match. I really wish that I didn't have to hold this microphone up the whole time in order to use it, because it's really hard to set up these matches when I have to do that. Our next contest, once again, the first ever 2 out of 3 falls match here in the MWF. As Uncle Ruckus referees a battle between Beavis and Butthead and Will Smith and Carlton Banks. Whoever is victorious in this contest will get a tag team title shot June 28th at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view against the winner of the matchup later tonight between Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar and Joe Exotic and a real live tiger. As I keep an eye on the chat here. Paul didn't get a headset. Well, I already have 2 different headsets. The problem is, for some reason, they don't sound good when I try to stream on here. So that's why I'm using this these earbuds with the microphone that came with my phone, because I don't have any other options right now. The one time that these two teams faced off, Beavis and Butthead were able to defeat Carlton Banks and Will Smith, handing them their first ever loss here in the MWF. So we'll see if Will Smith and Carlton Banks can get redemption here and earn a shot at the Tag Team Championship. Will Smith rocking those shorts, somehow able to wrestle every single match that he's in without ever losing his hat. Very impressive. Tag team title opportunity on the line here. 2 out of 3 falls. Paul saying get a better one. Paul, I am accepting donations from you specifically. Feel free to send me money. Got a birthday coming up next month. The one I tried using before, well, the first time, was a PlayStation Gold headset. You'd think that would be a good headset to use streaming on a PlayStation 4. Apparently not. At least not in my case. It had served me well for a few years, so perhaps it just kind of wore out after a while, although I hadn't used it in months before I tried streaming with it. Bell sounds and the first fall is underway here. Will Smith with a drop kick right off the bat. And to test his strength, Will Smith winning this one easily. I see Carlton still hasn't gotten his hairline fixed. He's got to get a line up now that barbershops are open. Hopefully some more of our regular viewers will tune in. The absence of the childlike laughter of Logan seems to have turned off some of our regular viewers here. Paul saying he misses Ness Rocks, aka Adrian. He's supposed to be here tonight. Might have some wifely obligations at the moment. I think he tuned in maybe 20 to 30 minutes into our show last week. But he told me last night when we were playing Halo together that he was going to be watching. No, Logan has not been killed. Like I said earlier in the show, and as was revealed yesterday on our social media channels, or pages I should say, Logan has decided to pursue his passion of attaining the ultimate orgasm. Therefore, he has left the MWF and has joined up with David Joyner's tantric sex cult, the guy that used to portray Barney the dinosaur. Now as a tantric sex cult, Logan is practicing with him. It turns out that the argument Logan had with his wife was not over streaming too much, but it was over diminished sexual capabilities now that he's hit the age of 30. So he's working on that with the former Barney the dinosaur. I gotta respect that. I'm pretty sure the cult didn't have a thresher. I think you're just getting mixed signals here, Paul. Butthead with the cover and a 1 count.
5 minutes gone.
David Joyner's tantric sex cult is a real thing. I encourage you to Google it. Maybe not an image search. Can't make any promises as to the safety of that. But just a regular Google search. It'll turn up results. Beavis with the neck breaker. Butthead with a shot to the groin of Carlton Banks. Carlton with the 1 count on Beavis there. Carlton taking it to Beavis. Oh no. Yeah, spoke too soon. He was laying in the strikes. Carlton fighting right back though. Back and forth action. Both men down for a moment. Carlton going to make the tag out to Will Smith. Willennium is in session. Beavis grabbing the chair here. Carlton a chair of his own. Oh, Beavis hits Carlton in the back of the head. Carlton, though, seemingly not feeling the effects of that. Raining down headbutts on Butthead. Well, that's tough to say. Headbutts on Butthead. All 4 men just going at it here outside the ring. Beavis and Butthead seeming to gain the upper hand here. Submission's not going to count there on the outside, though. Will Smith with the airplane spin. Going old school. Carlton locking on the STF. Butthead puts a stop to that. Finally back in the ring now. Will Smith up to the top rope. Big elbow drop on Beavis. On Butthead. I'm sorry, Beavis breaking it up. Big uppercut from Will Smith. Smith tags out to Carlton Banks. Butthead tags out to Beavis, but Beavis immediately gets caught with a complete shot. Will back up top with that elbow. Carlton Scorpion death drop to Butthead. Now Beavis up top, perhaps going for a flying knee drop attempt, but he just catches nothing but mat. I'm not talking about Carlton with a suplex into a stunner. I've never seen that before from Carlton Banks. But Beavis immediately going back up top. He's determined to make this work. And a flying crossbody on Carlton. 2 count only. All 4 men going at it here in the ring once again. Carlton and Beavis just punching each other directly in the face. Beavis with a big headbutt, but Carlton with an Enziger, or spinning heel kick, I'm sorry. Beavis has to tag out. Carlton looking to do the same. Oh, Beavis and Butthead with that double knee. Of course, Carlton not the legal man anymore, so they can't get the cover on him. Oh, Will with the big elbow drop, but he's in the ropes. Beavis and Butthead here. Big double powerbomb on Will Smith in the corner. Beavis up to the top. Butthead moved him out of the way, though. He kind of screwed his own partner there. Carlton and Will Smith working together well as a team here, as you would expect. Led Zepp 1985. Thanks for joining us, man. So you just downloaded this game. I did see that it was on sale on PlayStation Network. Quite a few of the DLC packs are on sale as well. I got this game when it came out back in 2018, and it is incredibly addicting, even if you're just simming matches like we're doing here. It's a hell of a lot of fun, man. You can't really beat it for that price. stream here live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Usually I'm not by myself. We're kind of in between co-hosts at the moment. I've got a new guy coming in next week. My original co-host, Logan, has gone off to join the tantric sex cult run by David Joyner, the actor who portrayed Barney the Dinosaur. We will miss him, but he is in search of the ultimate orgasm, and I have to respect that. Beavis with the flying knee to Will Smith. And a snap suplex. Back up to the top rope. Flying crossbody, but he's in the ropes here. Oh my God, Will Smith with the TKO to Beavis as we've passed 17 minutes here in this first fall. Both teams fighting hard to earn that tag team title shot at our MWF Liberty or Death pay-per-view coming to you live, 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, June 28th. As Will Smith gets jiggy with it, the handspring and the flipping elbow drop. It's a big mistake there, though, to let Beavis tag out. That sounds like a good plan to me, Led Zepp. We do have some real wrestlers here from the WWE and from AEW, but I'd say a good 2/3 of our roster is fictional characters and celebrities. Try to get a good mix there. We got Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks as the referee for this match. Snoop Dogg is our senior official. Will Smith signaling for something here. Carlton doesn't seem to be on the same page. DDT from Butthead to Will Smith. Carlton off the ropes. The Kotaro Crusher. Locking on that STF. Butthead too close to the ropes, though. We're past the 20-minute mark in fall number 1. Best 2 out of 3 falls here. Carlton with the tombstone.
Yes.
Why didn't he go for the cover? Just a very foolish waste of time there by Carlton Banks. Oh, as Butthead and Carlton collide in the center of the ring, both men down now. Beavis and Carlton slugging it out. Beavis with that headbutt, Carlton right back up with the spinning heel kick. Will Smith now tagged in. You gotta think if Will can hit a big move here. Oh, he's getting jiggy with it. If Will can hit a big move here, he may be able to secure the first fall for his team. Beavis not having it, though. The Bulldog here. Another tag. Beavis and Butthead making the most out of cutting the ring in half, making frequent tags. Jackson Jordan, thanks for joining us, man. Telling Beavis to check his oil. TCW's own Jackson Jordan. Beavis and Butthead now taking turns dropping the elbows and knees. Butthead whipping Will Smith into the corner. Once again, for those just joining us, this will be the final week you'll have to endure me calling the action on my own. I will have my new commentary partner here next week. I'm doing all right, Jackson. How about you, man? Always exciting to be broadcasting here on Thursday nights for MWF Mattitude. It's been a long day, but I've got enough caffeine in me to power through it, by God. Good to hear. I know you said I didn't need to give you a plug, but just in case anyone wants to check out some WWE 2K action, Jackson Jordan streams multiple times a week. Will Smith needs to get Beavis away from his own corner here. Oh, and just completely missing that. Will Smith with the cover, but Butthead just right there to break it up. Completely missing the elbow drop there. Beavis ravaging Carlton. Oh, with the big flipping maneuver. Beavis in the corner. 2.9 only. I thought that was going to be the end of our first fall. Beavis and Will Smith colliding. You are very welcome, Jackson. I always love watching your broadcast. Especially when Al Bundles is in the main event. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate that, man. You got a ton more viewers than I do, so that would definitely help a lot. Oh, and a shot directly to the throat from Carlton. I was not expecting this first fall to go this long. I would definitely say it's oh, Beavis finally hits that elbow, or that knee, I'm sorry. There's no doubt about that. Bundles has a big ego, but we still love him. I don't know what Beavis was doing there. Carlton, though, with a twist of fate. Going for the cover here. Only a 2 as we've passed the 30-minute mark in the very first fall. You got to think that the second and potential third fall will go by a lot more quickly with how much energy both these teams have expended here. Beavis locking in that lion tamer, but he's not the legal man. Now Carlton tagging out to Will Smith. Will Smith and Butthead, the legal men here. It's a good thing I didn't book as many matches this week as I did last week, because this 2 out of 3 falls match may never end at the rate we're going. Of course, huge stakes here. A shot at the tag team titles on the line. The big elbow, he's in the ropes once again. Oh, and Carlton, no! Will Smith is on his own now, as Carlton has been hitting the nuts so hard that he has been knocked out completely. I'm not sure if that carries over into the next fall or not. You gotta hope not, for their sake. I have never seen somebody hitting the nuts so hard that they're completely knocked out. Ouch is right. Carlton is just completely incapacitated here. If he had been the legal man, this first fall would have concluded right then and there. Beavis going back up top again, perhaps for that flying crossbody, and he hits it. Only 2. Butthead getting in the ring to make sure Carlton doesn't get back up, but I don't think that's going to happen. Big elbow again. Excellent teamwork from Beavis and Butthead. Missing the knee drop, though. Oh, and another nut shot. Thankfully, Will Smith manages to survive that, at least for the moment.
DDT.
He's going for the cover here. No. Wisely taking Butthead out to the center of the ring, and he's signaling for that handspring elbow type maneuver. Beavis has got to get in there. No, he didn't go for the cover for some reason. Headlock into a drop toe hold there, allowing Butthead time to recover. Oh, and the double noggin knocker. We usually don't see matches go this long here in the MWF, and this is only the first fall as they collide heads again. Carlton enjoying his nap. Butthead back up top of the elbow. He's got to think about going for a cover here. Beavis and Butthead not necessarily the smartest competitors that we have here. Butthead with a rock bottom. Beavis saying, fuck you, I can do it better than you. He's taking turns going up to that top turnbuckle and flying off onto Will Smith, but Will refusing to die here.
DDT.
Getting jiggy with it once again. Back up to the top. We've seen a lot of high flying from both sides here. Will's in the ropes and far too close to Beavis and Butthead's corner. Snap suplex from Beavis to Will Smith. How does Will have the energy to continue going up to the top turnbuckle? He looks to be out of it here. If they can hit him with a double team. No. Will with the TKO to Beavis, but Beavis up to his feet first. That golden trigger, the double knee. Once again, this could knock him out cold. But with the diamond elbow drop as Will and Carlton are collapsed in a heap together here. I think this first fall alone may have just passed the record for the longest MWF match in history. And the knee drop directly to the groin of Will Smith, but Will, TKO again. Cover for the cover, Will. Only two. Will Smith just proving the intestinal fortitude and perhaps testicular fortitude that he has to survive all these nut shots. Double powerbomb. Paul saying poor Carlton. Yeah, you gotta wonder if Carlton's even gonna be able to have kids at any point in the future after this. Carlton may be prevented from starting a family due to this match alone. Beavis with the snap suplex. Both guys are down. This has got to be it. And mercifully, Beavis and Butthead have put away Will Smith and Carlton Banks in the first fall. I really hope the second fall does not go as long. I was worried last week's show was one of our shortest. I booked fewer matches on this show, and now that first fall alone, 43 minutes and 29 seconds. Jackson Jordan saying nobody wants to have kids with Carlton. Harsh, but possibly true. Carlton not exactly successful with the ladies, but it looks like his balls have recovered enough for him to compete in the second fall. Thank God. Gotta wonder if that damage, though, will hamper him here. Carlton starting off this match here on the ring apron. Perhaps looks to still be holding on to his balls. Perhaps holding them in place so they don't spill out onto the canvas. But no, he's in there to break up that submission. And apply one of his own. He's not the legal man, so he can't force a tap out with that. But Will Smith and Carlton, another nut shot. Will and Carlton have to win this second fall to have any hopes at earning a tag team title opportunity at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view.
Yes.
That is true. The Sunday shows, I know they go 4 or 5 hours. I don't know what Will Smith is doing there. It's pretty impressive, though, that he managed to keep an average of, 45, 50 or more viewers for the entirety of that 5-hour stream. Carlton showing the effects of the damage he endured in the last fall. Thinking this one might end quickly. Hopefully I don't jinx it by saying that. Already a 2 count, 3.5 minutes in. Carlton somehow able to hit a super kick. You'd think that his groin would not allow that. Oh, and a low blow to butthead. Trying to get revenge here. Oh, a quick submission. 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Carlton has gotten revenge by submitting butthead. We're going to a third fall. The first fall was, if you count it as one match, the longest that we've ever had. That would definitely be our shortest. All kinds of firsts here. Speaking of which, following the conclusion of this third fall, gonna have Captain America in his first singles match here in the MWF taking on Mike Pence, the man who, in the 6-man tag team match 2 weeks ago, powerbombed Captain America off the top. Whoa! Yes. As I was saying, 20 seconds in, Will Smith pins Beavis. What a way to end that matchup. Will Smith and Carlton Banks, after losing an epic first fall, have come back quickly, taking the second and third falls to earn a tag team championship opportunity at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view on June 28th. Certainly unexpected. That caught me off guard. As I was attempting to say, Captain America and Mike Pence powerbombed Captain America off the top rope and knocked him completely unconscious 2 weeks ago in a 6-person tag team match between Barack Obama, Bernie Sanders, and Captain America against the MAGA powers, Donald Trump, Mike Pence, and the MAGAzord. Captain America looking for revenge here. It's going to be Will Smith and Carlton Banks taking on the winner of tonight's tag team title match, June 28th at the pay-per-view. Also at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view, Captain America will be going one-on-one with Donald Trump. Gotta change this back from 2 out of 3 falls to 1 single fall. Don't want to see another 48-minute match. At least not right after that last one. Party Boy, our referee for this contest. Well, I was right. That was my reaction to how everything in that match went, from the length of the first fall to the brevity of the second and third. Hopefully Adrian's still going to join us tonight. He's our biggest fan of a real live Tiger. Tiger's match coming up here in a little bit. For Captain America's sake, you gotta hope that Mike Pence doesn't bust out that devastating top rope powerbomb. He's knocked out both Captain America and Barack Obama with it in previous matches. Captain America impressively able to recover in 2 weeks' time due to the super soldier serum flowing through his veins. Remains to be seen how well Captain America will perform in a singles match here. Mike Pence, of course, taking every shortcut he possibly can. So, Paul, is your internet back in working order? Captain America dragging Mike Pence out, making the cover. Captain America with the drop down into the ropes here, and a sling blade on Mike Pence. Another cover. Party Boy showing us his ample buttocks. Paul says it's totes working. Paul, you're too old to say totes, by God. Remember back in the Monday Night Wars when WCW and the WWF would tell you to call up your friends and tell them to tune in? Feel free to do that here as we've got record low viewership. I blame the lack of Logan and the reopening of various states for people having social lives once again. Mike Pence with the swinging neckbreaker to Captain America. Party Boy just dancing back and forth, trying to get his cardio in. If anything, Paul, that would encourage more female viewers to tune in, but it's very bold of you to suggest that we have female viewers. Speaking of female viewers, hello to our only female viewer, Brandy Katz. Mike Pence again going back to the eye pokes. Another cover here. That can't be enough to put away Captain America. Captain America paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero with the Three Amigos. Pence going to the outside. Oh, and a big spear. I'm sure people are going to wholeheartedly disagree with me here, but the most interesting I have ever found Captain America to be was during the Secret Empire storyline and the lead up to that, when Captain America revealed himself as an agent of Hydra. And when I say Captain America, I'm of course referring to this version, the Steve Rogers version. Sam Wilson was always interesting as Captain America. They gave up on that too soon. I disagree, Paul. It was only gimmickry when they completely copped out on it in the final issue of Secret Empire. If they had actually stuck with it instead of just saying it was a different version of Captain America at the end, it would have resonated much better.
Nice teamwork.
Well, it didn't make sense with established history, but that's because a sentient version of the cosmic cube was used to alter history. Kobik. Captain America firmly in control here. Mike Pence, very reminiscent of the Hydra agents working in the government in the movie Winter Soldier. Captain America back up to the top and a diving splash. He's in the ropes there. Pence back to the neck breaker. Oh, and a chop right to the throat, followed by an elbow drop from Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States. Now, we must remind you that Barack Obama is currently the United States President here in MWF continuity after defeating Donald Trump not once but twice with the presidency on the line. Pence still serving as VP, though. Not that it has any effect on the matches whatsoever. Now fighting right here out in front of our commentary table. Oh, Pence rakes the eyes. The Captain America immediately taking him down. No disqualifications, no countouts here in the MWF as they continue to fight outside. Party Boy observing from in the ring. Oh, what? Pence, pile driver on the floor. Shout out to Dairy Queen for Jackson Jordan's Frosted Animal Cookie Blizzard. I did not know that was a thing, but it sounds delicious. Got some Mother's Circus Animal Cookies here. I'm a big fan of those. Does the Blizzard have the frosted kind or just the regular kind? Party Boy taking a knee in the ring here. He needs to get back up. The wrestlers are back in the ring. Party Boy needs to get in position for potential cover. Quit being lazy, Party Boy. Oh, he gets over there quickly, though. Pence, 2.9. Pence almost won it. Mike Pence, a flurry of punches to the face of Captain America. And an elbow to the back of the neck. Captain America, though, with strong shots to the jaw of Pence. And a spinning kick. Pence suplexing Captain America now. Stalling vertical suplex. Showing impressive power. Captain America off the ropes now with a clothesline and up to the top perhaps for a diving headbutt. No, Pence up to his feet. Captain America deciding to take this battle back to the outside in front of his people. Kick to the gut of Pence. Oh, and a muscle buster from Captain America as he salutes the crowd who is cheering voraciously for him. Oh no, Pence with another pile driver on the outside. Pence nearly put Captain America away after that last pile driver on the floor. Captain America whipping Pence first into the ring apron and then into the barricade. And another muscle buster here. Oh, a big spear. You got to think whoever makes the next cover is going to end up victorious in this contest. Captain America down, Pence catching his breath. Captain America now, going for a corner move, but Pence out of it. This time he's able to hit that monkey flip. Oh, Pence breaking the eyes once again, taking a shortcut. Captain America, though, slamming Pence's head into the top turnbuckle. Another monkey flip. That muscle buster, if he covers after this, it's going to be all over. Unable to do so, though. It took as much out of Captain America as it did out of Pence, apparently. Pence dragging Captain America to the center of the ring. Another neck breaker from Pence. Elbow to the back of the neck, still working that neck area. Oh, low blow, very uncharacteristic of Captain America, perhaps recalling his Hydra past. Football tackle. What's Cap going for here? He's got him in the corner. Another monkey flip, perhaps. Yes. He's so far away. Oh, Captain America with the huge diving headbutt. Pence halfway across the ring. Captain America picking his spot. No. Pence blocks the right hand. That right hand famous for knocking out Hitler back in the 40s. Mike Pence with the side suplex. Got Captain America counters. TKO. Really go for the cover here. Again, Pence to his feet. But right back down. Pence now with Captain America in the corner. Oh no, if he's going for that goddamn powerbomb once again. Captain America blocks and hits a Hurricane Rana. That surely would have knocked out Captain America if history is any indication. Captain America staying alive here. Oh my God, just dropping Pence's neck and head first across his knee. And a sling blade from Captain America. Still not going for the cover though. Pence with that lariat and an elbow drop, going old school. Another side, no, an atomic drop. Talk about old school from Mike Pence. Pence again trying to put Captain America up on that top rope. Oh my God, a Canadian destroyer, ironically, from Captain America. Nice signal for a massive spear. This is it. Captain America has gotten his revenge over Mike Pence. Captain America, in impressive fashion, has taken down the dastardly Mike Pence.
Nice teamwork.
My God, what a finish there. Eastx Twitch saying, "Suck it, Pence," and I asked you to agree with that statement. Wow, the last 5 minutes of that contest were just crazy. We change gears here. So we got a triple threat #1 contenders match to determine who will challenge for the women's championship at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view. I have to switch to Battle Royal in order to make it triple threat style. So just bear with me for a moment here, please. Again, as I love to remind you, Burt Reynolds, the referee for our women's contests. For some reason, it doesn't keep the difficulty level consistent between match types. As we've got the former women's champion, Rhea Ripley, battling Asuka and Wonder Woman to determine who will challenge for the title. Ripley only held the title for 16 days after defeating Harley Quinn, losing it to Captain Marvel in our main event last week. This is, of course, not elimination style. One fall to a finish here. Jackson Jordan saying GG. Thank you for that. If Adrian doesn't show up soon, he's going to miss his beloved Tiger in action. I played Halo with Adrian last night for almost 2 hours, and he did nothing but talk about the Tiger. He's a huge fan. I believe last week's matchup was Rhea Ripley's only loss in straight-up singles competition. Of course, she was the last woman eliminated in the initial six-way elimination match to determine our first ever women's champion. Asuka and Wonder Woman have both looked incredibly impressive in recent weeks, picking up multiple victories. I must also note that in qualifying for that initial women's championship match, Rhea Ripley did defeat Asuka in the qualifying round. So she has earned a victory over Asuka in their one previous meeting. Burt Reynolds seems to have gotten that cut cleaned up from earlier tonight when he was knocked down and bloodied. Good to see him back out here doing his job. Nobody referees a women's match like Burt Reynolds, by God. Because no one has really gained a clear advantage here in the early going. These women just trading dance partners every few seconds. Backbreaker from Ripley to Asuka. Wonder Woman stepping in though. Kick to the back of Ripley's head, and Asuka with the knee to Wonder Woman. Hip toss from Asuka.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, Burt Reynolds for the second time in as many matches tonight. Burt Reynolds has been knocked down. That cut on his forehead has been reopened. Blood stains the chest hair, the luxurious chest hair of Burt Reynolds. Once again, coagulating in that massive chest mane of his. After we determine who will challenge next for the Women's Championship here, our next contest to see Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar defending their tag team championships that they won 2 weeks ago. Wait, Ripley might have it here. Defending their championships against the former champions, Joe Exotic and a real live fucking Tiger. Many of our viewers thought that perhaps Joe and the Tiger's reign might never end, but the Tiger submitted 2 weeks ago. Asuka trying to put Rhea Ripley to sleep here. Wonder Woman not breaking it up for some reason. Perhaps she felt confident that Ripley would not submit. Wonder Woman with the Molly Straw Cradle in the ropes. All three of these women looking to make a statement tonight. Ripley looking to regain the title that she held, however briefly it may have been. Asuka and Wonder Woman trying to get their first ever championship opportunities. Oh, and Asuka just slaps Ripley across the face and delivers a forearm to Wonder Woman, followed by a vicious DDT. Ripley just standing there while Wonder Woman delivers the the pump-type kick. Asuka going for the cross arm breaker once again, but Ripley too close to the ropes. Wonder Woman breaking it up anyway. Again in the ropes. Got to be aware of your ring positioning, and Asuka just tossed directly outside the ring. Right back in here. Rhea Ripley locking on a Texas Cloverleaf, and Asuka not having any of that. Spinning back fist to Ripley. Rolling her up in that heel hook. Wonder Woman, though, taking Asuka down. Going after Ripley now. Ripley reverses. Ripley tosses Wonder Woman to the canvas. Asuka locks on an ankle lock. Slapping Ripley and dropping the knee on Wonder Woman. As soon as Asuka goes for the cover, Wonder Woman immediately just knocks her off there. Trading strikes now as Ripley wisely takes a breather. Asuka kicking Wonder Woman in the face, but Wonder Woman back up with that drop kick. Oh, and Asuka just collides with the back of Ripley's head. Asuka got the worst of that. But now Asuka hooking on. Oh my god, hooking on that arm bar. Double team drop kick from Asuka and Wonder Woman. Ripley's down. Rhea going for that stalling vertical suplex here. I thought Wonder Woman was going to go after Asuka, but she tried to get... Oh, Ripley with the riptide. Wonder Woman with a series of donkey punches. Asuka with the butterfly suplex to Wonder Woman. Enziguri from Asuka to Rhea Ripley, but Ripley takes Asuka down. Wonder Woman, oh, German suplex, but in the ropes. Not even a 1 count. No one able to maintain any sort of advantage here in this triple threat #1 contender match. Oh, a code breaker from Asuka to Wonder Woman. Will she go for the cover? No. Basement drop kick. Wonder Woman right back up. Ripley with a foot directly to the face of Asuka. Wonder Woman with the big swing to Rhea Ripley here. That's it. Wonder Woman after knocking Asuka silly, rolls up Rhea Ripley, the former champion, gets the 3 count. Wonder Woman will be facing Captain Marvel in what you gotta call a DC versus Marvel dream match at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view on June 28th. Wonder Woman pinning Rhea Ripley with the Mahi Straw Cradle there to become the new #1 contender for the MWF Women's Championship. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Time for that contest. Adrian's gonna be pissed that he missed it. Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar defending their tag titles against the former champions Joe Exotic and a real-life Tiger. Snoop Dogg, our referee for this contest. Hopefully Adrian shows up in the next minute or two. Dastardly, Ronald McDonald, and the Hamburglar. Were able to win the titles, they would never be able to challenge in a real life Tiger, but they got the job done in our main event, submitting a real live Tiger. Wait, what's that? Alright, I've just received word from backstage that a real live Tiger is nowhere to be found for this match. The Tiger is not here to compete, but the match needs to go on as scheduled, so Joe Exotic is going to have to go at it alone in a 2-on-1 handicap match here. Shocking developments here on MWF Mattitude. I do not like Joe Exotic's chances in this situation.
Fight!
Joe Exotic going it alone in this tag title rematch. Where could the Tiger be? That's right, Paul, alone. The Tiger is not here. Joe has no one to tag out to. Still not looking too bad here in the opening moments of this match. By God, Super NES rocks. That lazy son of a bitch was taking a nap. You've already missed most of the show. Tiger's not defending all 3 belts because he doesn't have any belts. This match just started, but the Tiger was nowhere to be found. Therefore, Joe Exotic is having to go at it alone here. 2-on-1. The Tiger is not here for the tag title rematch. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That Adrian's going to say that, not that the Tiger wasn't going to be here. Of course, I had no knowledge of that beforehand.
Give up?
If you stay tuned, Adrian will try and find out what happened to a real live Tiger. Perhaps he could still show up here tonight. We are currently unaware of his whereabouts. I'm trying to call the action here solo and do everything on my own, but got people working backstage to try to figure out what the hell is going on with a real live Tiger. We all know with wild animals, they can be kind of unpredictable at times. Joe Exotic locking on a figure 4, the Hamburglar. Hamburglar now stomping away at Joe Exotic. Joe holding his own here still. The kitchen sink knee to the gut.
5 minutes gone.
You missed several shocking developments, Adrian. CM Punk ended the undefeated streak of Aladdin. The Kool-Aid Man gave a detailed explanation as to why he did what he did to AJ Styles. Of course, in our last match, Wonder Woman defeated Rhea Ripley and Asuka in a triple threat contest to become #1 contenders to the women's title and #1 contender match for the tag team championship shot at the pay-per-view. Will Smith and Carlton Banks, after losing a 40-plus minute first fall, won the second fall in 4 minutes and 11 seconds, won the third fall in 20 seconds to earn a title shot. Crazy action here tonight. When We got 2 more matches tonight after this. John Cena going one-on-one with Thanos, and then the main event, the world champion Captain Planet teaming with his Liberty or Death opponent Superman against Hulk Hogan and The Rock. No automatic title shots here. You don't even get an automatic rematch if you lose a title. And Charlotte Flair has had a couple opportunities to earn a title shot, failing both times. No preferential treatment here. Hamburglar just decking Joe Exotic, almost running into our referee Snoop Dogg. Adrian throwing all kinds of shade at Charlotte Flair, which I gotta say, I feel like it's completely warranted based on the way WWE's booked her. Joe Exotic going right for the balls of Hamburglar, though, as I say that. Joe with a belly-to-belly suplex to the Hamburglar, and then off the ropes, dropping that elbow. Hamburglar first to his feet. Hamburglar with a cover on Joe Exotic. 2 count only. Joe grabbing Hamburglar by the balls again. Ronald's in there to break it up. Ronald giving the double peace sign a la Richard Nixon.
Give up. Give up.
That sounds like something John Cena would do, Adrian. Speaking of which, again, John Cena competes with Thanos in our next match, the semi-main event of the evening.
Give up.
Joe continually going for submission holds, which you got to think is a smart strategy here in this 2-on-1 handicap match. Try to get somebody to tap out before their partner can break it up. Joe grabbing Ronald by the balls again.
Give up.
He just cannot get enough of balls in his hands. Oh, and the spinning back kick. Ronald McDonald locking on a calf crusher submission.
Give up.
Yeah, Adrian has put a lot of thought into this, almost as much thought as he's put into the Tiger winning every championship. Despite the fact that the Tiger has gigantic balls and is thus ineligible to win the MWF Women's Championship. Ronald McDonald smartly tagging out to the Hamburglar here after his balls have just been mangled by Joe Exotic. Hamburglar with the figure 4, but Hamburglar in the ropes. Another belly-to-belly suplex from Joe Exotic to the Hamburglar. By God, Joe Exotic just stole Hamburglar's finisher. The Burger Buster. I can't keep up with all this fancy booking Adrian's doing. Normally I have somebody else here to read the chat. Next week I will once again, but tonight is not that night. Tonight with perhaps our most stacked non-pay-per-view card ever. 2 #1 contenders matches in this title match here, plus the world champion in action in the main event. 2 count from the Hamburglar on Joe Exotic. Joe with the Tiger Driver.
1, 2.
Oh, Ronald McDonald barely breaking it up in time. I thought Joe Exotic was going to pull off the upset.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, Ronald and the Hamburglar have successfully retained their championships over Joe Exotic. A real live Tiger did not show up for the match, and as a result, Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar have retained their belts. Brandy thrilled with the victory by Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar. She loves McD's. She loves all the D's, especially the Irish ones. So we get to our semi-main event of the evening. John Cena taking on Thanos. You gotta wonder, where was a real live Tiger in one of the biggest matches of his career, getting a shot to regain those tag team titles, and he just did not come out to the ring. I'll get to the chat here momentarily. Stan Lee, our referee for this semi-main event of the evening. Adrian saying he wants his money back and he's taking me to court for fraud. You can have your free 99 back. Wait, did I miss something, or were there no ring entrances there? I don't know what happened. There's supposed to be ring entrances. Joe Exotic has no friends here in the MWF except for Tiger. That's just how it is. If Adrian wants to show up for a match here, perhaps he could team with the real live Tiger. But as for Joe Exotic, I don't know. He clearly didn't have anybody willing to help him out. Of course, it was really short notice. He was expecting his partner, the Tiger, to be there, as he has been for these past 2 months plus. Adrian wanting the Tiger to bring in a female Tiger and win the belts, all the belts. I'm not sure if you're aware how much a Tiger costs these days, but I'm not sure I can afford to bring another one in. Unless you mean Tigress, the former WCW valet who was part of the Filthy Animals, in which case I'm pretty sure that $20 and a gram of crack could probably get her to show up. She did willingly hang out with Conan for a lengthy period of time, after all. Brandy saying the permit alone would drain me, and I cannot sell John Cena. People are not property, and I don't own him. I don't have any McDonald's bribe money. They didn't even give me any free burgers. Cena with a gut wrench. As my cat wonders why I haven't given her any treats yet. Oh God, doesn't she know the show's still going on? She gives absolutely no fucks about the Mat Wrestling Federation. Of course, as we have established, Brandy is the only female who cares about this in any form or fashion. I do not hate felines. My cat... Oh, Thanos just punched John Cena over the top rope. My cat is orange. She's been my tag team partner in life for 18 years. Thanos continues to block whatever Cena's going for from behind there. And figure 4 by Thanos. Stan Lee over to make sure that John Cena is not ready to give up. Clearly he's not familiar with the life philosophy of John Cena. Never give up, C-Nation. Rise above hate and all that. I've gotten a further update on the COVID situation. The party for Saturday was canceled just because of potential exposure to COVID, but now it turns out that a test has come back positive. So, yeah. Breaking news via text. Oh, Cena with the attitude adjustment to Thanos in the cover. Only 2 there. As we all know, everybody always kicks out of the first attitude adjustment. At least for the last 8 to 10 years. This is how it goes now. No, there's no Tiger. Shannon's nephew was going to have a birthday party on Saturday, but her niece was exposed to. I'm sorry, the attitude adjustment here again. Just a moment. Stanley down to make the count again. Only 2. But yeah, she was exposed to cheerleading practice and just did a rapid test, which came back positive apparently tonight. Adrian saying that COVID doesn't exist anymore. Oh, John Cena just knocked out Thanos. This is it. Cena wins. Just like that, with the 3rd attitude adjustment, John Cena has won. As the specter of COVID lingers over this arena. You think your state is pretty uncaring? It's pretty open and uncaring, Adrian. You should see how Texas is. I'd rather not either. Paul saying you're going to have to do face-to-face teaching. Yeah, I've heard at least Illinois, where I'm originally from, is going to be opening schools up as normal in the fall, too. I'm just glad that gyms are open here in Texas. That is really all I care about in regards to things reopening. Alright, so the breaking news continues to roll in. We just received word from backstage that a real-life Tiger has attacked and viciously mauled his tag team partner Joe Exotic in the locker room area. While standing over Joe Exotic's bloody, battered body in the aftermath of this brutal beatdown, the Tiger revealed that he has in fact been on the payroll of that bitch Carol Baskin for weeks and purposely submitted in the tag team title match 2 weeks ago in order to cost Joe Exotic his beloved tag team championship. Joe Exotic has been taken out by the Tiger working for Carol Baskin. Oh my God. What else is going to happen here tonight? As we move on to our main event, shocking news from backstage regarding a real live Tiger working for Carol Baskin. Vince Russo only follows me on Twitter, Adrian. He is not under my employ. Although I probably should have asked him to fill in on commentary these last 2 weeks. Things would have gone a lot more smoothly had I done that. Captain Planet, the world champion here, teaming up in the main event with his MWF Liberty or Death challenger, Superman, the #1 contender, to take on Hulk Hogan and The Rock. Last time we saw Hulk Hogan was the episode of Mattitude right after the Mayhem pay-per-view. Hulk Hogan in the main event submitting New Jack. The Rock, of course, last week earning a singles victory over Brock Lesnar. Make sure the settings are correct. Our main event of the evening is about to get underway. Adrian clearly not happy about this series of developments.
Fight!
Again, no entrances for some reason. I have no idea why. Entrances are turned on. I guess it saves time if nothing else.
Give up?
Captain Planet, of course, has only tasted defeat here once in the MWF, a tag team contest where he teamed with Hulk Hogan, losing to CM Punk and New Jack. CM Punk pinned Captain Planet, was unsuccessful in challenging for the title later on. Hulk Hogan suplexing Superman. Adrian saying I stole the entrances just like I stole a tagger. I didn't steal anything. Following the conclusion of this match, we will announce the majority of our lineup for next week's edition of Mattitude, the final show before the MWF Liberty or Death pay-per-view, the debut of our new commentator partner. We have 8 matches ready to announce. One more will possibly be added later on our social media pages, at Matt Wrestling on Facebook, at Watch MWF on Twitter and Instagram. Golden Trigger from Superman and Captain Planet on The Rock. Not even a 1 count. Captain Planet now tagging out to Superman.
5 minutes gone.
Golden Trigger!
Going for it again, this time on Hogan. Double knees to the face. I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you've all enjoyed our show. I'm just going to assume that Daquan is enjoying the show but unable to comment in the chat due to his daughter stealing his phone and hiding it once again. E-Sex Switch cheering for Superman. Big surprise there. Suddenly on the side of good after cheering for the Magazord, Donald Trump's right-hand man, last week. Paul can't make up his mind. Superman and The Rock. The Rock, of course, cast to play Black Adam in the DC films. Could see this matchup on a cinema screen near you in the years to come. You gotta question Logan's judgment, and you gotta wonder if going to the tantric sex cult run by David Joyner, the actor who played Barney the Dinosaur, if attaining the ultimate orgasm is really worth missing this sort of action. Captain Planet taking down The Rock with a drop kick. By God, Zayn is back. Zayn knows a thing or two about orgasms, by God, and also about looking like The Rock. Hulk Hogan looking for that leg drop perhaps, but no, Captain Planet back to his feet. Hulk Hogan with the abdominal stretch on the champion. My vocal cords are feeling the effects of being the only one on commentary here. really need a bearded, giggling Southerner to handle 50% of the commentary duties, by God.
10 minutes gone.
And while I can't promise any giggling, we will have a long-haired, bearded Southerner with us next week. Hulk Hogan and The Rock double-teaming Superman. And Snoop Dogg looks on. Superman, of course, just 10 days away from getting his shot at the MWF World Championship against Captain Planet at Liberty or Death, Sunday, June 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, here on twitch.tv/MattWrestling. Paul referring to The Rock as Mr. Clean. Paul with the questionable hairline of his own, though. Oh, a Superman punch from Superman, by God.
1, 2.
Only two there. Hogan slow to attempt to break it up, but The Rock able to kick out. The Rock taking it to Captain Planet and Superman before tagging out to Hulk Hogan. Double suplex on the champ, and he's sent tumbling to the outside of the ring. Hey there, Crow Magman. Thanks for joining us here in our main event tonight. Stream here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Actually have a commentary partner next week and from there on out. Right now my voice is ready to go out from calling this whole show. We're streaming here on PS4. But the community for this game in general is indeed excellent. I'm in a couple Fire Pro Wrestling groups on Facebook with users from PS4 and Steam, and everybody's really cool. I'm using various creations from people in those groups to help make these shows look better. Honestly, I'm not sure the exact number of competitors on my roster. I'll have to get back to you on that. Captain Planet is just going crazy outside. This is our 13th show. We stream Mattitude every Thursday night, and then once a month on Sundays, we have our pay-per-view type shows. June 28th, Sunday, June 28th is going to be our next one. Got Captain Planet defending his MWF World Championship against Superman in the main event. Got Wonder Woman challenging Captain Marvel for the MWF Women's Championship. Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar defending their tag team championships against Will Smith and Carlton Banks, also at the pay-per-view. We've been announcing matches here on the show, but if you want to check out our social media, we've got our Facebook page is facebook.com/MattWrestling, Matt with 2 T's, or twitter.com/WatchMWF, WatchMWF, also on Instagram. As The Rock takes it to Superman here in the corner. And Brandy defending her man. Superman looking to one-up his partner here and show that he is going to become the champion on June 28th. 2 count on Hogan. Captain Planet hitting the piledriver on The Rock. Superman with the DDT to Hogan. Captain Planet with the super kick. Fast and furious action here in our main event. Hogan taking down Captain Planet and Superman in order to make the tag, with Snoop Dogg, our referee, looking on. Superman's been taken out. The Rock looking to finish off the champion, but no. Captain Planet with the fireman's carry roll. rock bottom on Captain Planet, but he's not the legal man anymore. The Rock tossing that elbow pad. Thinking better of it though, tagging in Hogan to face off with Superman. Now Hogan taking Superman to the outside, choking him out. The legal men doing battle outside the ring here. The Rock looking to get in on that action. Oh, another rock bottom to the champion. Superman with the attitude adjustment to Hogan. Captain Planet spinning powerbomb to the Rock. Captain Planet with the Angel's wings. Oh my God, Captain Planet. Captain Planet has just hit his finisher on Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan no-selling it though, as he is known to do. What the hell?
Give up.
Could this be it?
Give up.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, Cro-Mag, man. We've had some anomalies here with certain guys, but the ones we've been using regularly seem to be pretty well balanced and true to character. I'm no good at actually creating anyone myself, especially not when it comes to parts craft, so I gotta rely on other people's creations to fill up my roster with the characters I want to use. Yeah, I have had to tweak some guys' logic. I can do that, but in terms of just creating them from the ground up, I'm no good. Oh, the Rock attempting a German suplex, but Captain Planet reverses it, flipping out of it. Superman with the Kent special on the Rock. If Hogan doesn't get this match is over. That's it. He's too late. Superman has pinned the Rock. Yeah, I've had the game since it first came out in 2018, but I've only been streaming since April 3rd. We started off with the Coronavirus Cup, planning it to be a one-time thing, but it just kind of evolved into a weekly show. Yeah, I do use custom mats and all that, but in terms of using parts craft for the characters, that's a completely different ball game altogether. Now, in addition to our previously announced matches for the pay-per-view, we have a 6-way match, one fall to a finish for the #1 contender spot for the World Championship. Two of the competitors from this match, Hulk Hogan and The Rock, will be competing along with Aladdin, CM Punk, New Jack, and Bill Cosby to determine who will challenge the winner of Captain Planet and Superman. And next week, right here on MWF Mattitude, those 6 competitors will be doing battle in singles action in 3 separate matches, as CM Punk goes head-to-head with New Jack, The Rock faces off with Aladdin, and Hulk Hogan goes one-on-one with Bill Cosby. In addition, main event, 8-man or 8-person tag team match. The champions will face off with their pay-per-view challengers as the world champion Captain Planet teams with women's champion Captain Marvel and the tag champions Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar to take on Superman, Wonder Woman, Will Smith, and Carlton Banks. Cro-Mag Man, I went to a website called placeit.net, I believe it was, and I used the logo editor on there and imported them into the game after saving the images I worked on. So I've got the one for Mattitude, and I've got different ones for each pay-per-view. So I'd suggest using that if like me, you're not good at creating logos from the ground up. But that about wraps it up for tonight. We're just about at the 2-hour mark. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, especially the couple new viewers we got, including Crow Magman. If you care to follow us, I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to reach that affiliate level. Just need some more subscribers, or followers, I should say, for that. EastX Twitch has a good show. Thank you for that. Thank you, Crow Magman, once again for the compliments. Next week, we're going to be debuting my new commentary partner, so you won't have to just listen to me ramble solo for the whole time. Yeah, EastX Twitch on his channel is going to be streaming Saturday Game School this Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Playing the Killing Floor 2, giving out codes for that game. I'm going to be joining him for that stream. So if you'd like to tune in and check that out, please do so. Otherwise, we'll see you guys here next week. Same Matt time, same Matt channel. I regretted that as soon as I started saying it. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, here on twitch.tv/MattWrestling. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week.